I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be doing this. I went back and forth a lot on whether or not I was even going to stream today. But I figured I'm not going to fucking get anywhere with it if I don't play it, so kind of just got to bite the bullet. I do not think I'm getting this done before I leave for spring break. But we'll do what I can, I guess. I have my music off. Are you at the right volume? No. There we go. Oh yeah, I was playing challenges. This last thing I was doing. Where is it? Fucking is. Only goal today. Learn the rest of it, because I haven't done that. Yeah, barely, but yes. And this was 10 on the 2020 list. I learned like a fourth of it yesterday and before I left, so I barely done anything. I don't know how this tool works yet. I fucking beg y'all, actually chat this stream, please, or this will not be long. Okay, then I learned back to here. This shit is so annoying. Like, if I don't have a chat to talk to, I'm not fucking doing this today. Don't you dare die there. The reason why this fucking sucks so much is because getting to here on Calcor is literally beating an entire full-length level. Like, because, in case you don't know, this level is a buffed and extended version of artificial ideology, and the artificial ideology part ends at 39. So it's beating that entire section and then doing a tiny bit of the extension. The artificial ideology section ends right here. In case you're wondering, no, after I get 42 on this, I'm not going to beat it. Ever. You mean the Team N2 trilogy? I mean, that's what artificial ideology is. It's one of those levels. I've seen very little of artificial ideology, so I don't know how well the buffed section in this level actually, like, is representative of that level. Let me do the terrible ship. Here we go. What? This is a bit, right? You know there's a level called Cybernetic Crescent, right? No, this isn't a trilogy that's just called the Team N2 trilogy. which the levels are completely unrelated other than the fact they were all made by Team N2. It's Artificial Ideology, A Bizarre Phantasm, and the Hell Factory, I believe. The levels themselves are completely unrelated. They're just a trilogy because they're the 3, at least rated levels that Team N2 made. Yeah, I don't think any of them are very good, but they're pretty consistent quality, I think. This ship is so bad. Hold on. You can die in this ball. What? Why? Why? Okay. What the hell killed me? I just didn't click. I just didn't click. That's everything I learned yesterday. So not much. Carrots are nice. Yes, Spaghetti, this is what ended the roulette I did last year. No, I never got Kinos for the one last year. I got this for 51, and then I stopped. And I'm not letting it kill this one, too. We're just gonna be here for a while. I did, I did a practice run to 51, and then no, I didn't even bother learning it. I just stopped the roulette. It wasn't right after Crimson Planet, but yes, I had Crimson Planet for 49, and then I had Erebus for 50, and then this for 51. Kinos was actually the hardest level that didn't show up on last year's roulette, because I had Tartarus for 14, the Golden for 24, and Zodiac for 4. I never had Kinos. That was the hardest thing that didn't show up. The hardest level we've gotten for this, in terms of placement on the list so far, is Cold Sweat. But this is harder than Cold Sweat. Just in general, this is harder than Cold Sweat. And you bet the run is harder. What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? I won't. I will not. This is gonna take me... Again, I doubt I'll have this done by Thursday. And if I don't have this done by Thursday, then I'm not gonna be able to play it again until the 23rd. What? Hello? I'm dying to a bug. What is happening? That time it worked. Oh my god, this ship is so ass! Why is the exit like that? Hello. God, bro. In terms of this, I don't know. It depends on what the level is. Getting, hold on. Getting 28. Hold on, not 28. What's the example I'm looking for here? No, that's not the example I wanted. What's the example I want? Getting 27 on Glitched Memories was harder than getting 30 on Aquatic Auroras. Glitched Memories was 106, Aquatic Auroras was 20. Yes, I've beaten Aquatic, but I guarantee if I hadn't, it still would have been easier. Were people just that bad at Wave back then? Like, Arctic Lights was 15 on this list. True, that too. Difference between Calcor and Zodiac. I don't have enough experience with... I mean, I have Zodiac in 3 runs, but it's been like a year and a half since I played it. I don't know. Oh yeah, another duel I gotta learn. Oh, some of those arrow indicators are just straight up lies. Love that. Oh, this level is lying to its audience? That's crazy. That's true. There was no CBF. Everyone played with a mouse back then. I don't... No, this was December 2020, so 360 FPS was allowed, I think. Yeah. I don't remember when 360 became allowed, but I think it was in 2020, and this was Christmas Eve 2020, so it has to have been allowed by then. It makes sense, a little. Although it is still really funny to look back on, like, years-old list placements. Like when Trurifet was number 3, only behind Slaughterhouse and Firework. And that was back when Slaughterhouse was still hack verified, so technically Trurifet was top 2, only behind Firework. For a little bit in late 2021. Yeah, Truffaut was top 3 twice, because it was placed at 3, then it was moved up to 3, which created the top 3 I just mentioned. It was originally 3, I don't remember if it was Tartarus the Golden Trurifet or Tartarus Swai Trurifet? I think it was Tartarus Swai Trurifet. I could be wrong, though. Which is true. I mean, either way, it's true. It's easier than all 3 of those levels. It is funny to think that it was above Tartarus at one point. Which I think also means it was above Arcturus, because Arcturus was initially below Tartarus. And that's funnier in relation to me. Because, of course, Arcturus is the hardest that dethroned Trurifet after 13 months, and Trurifet was once above Arcturus on the list. I don't like these parts of the level. What? Guy, fucking stop! Fuck this click, dude. Enter the machine. How about you suck these nuts, alright? How about you enter my basement? Well, that's where the Xbox used to be, so that has to mean something. Now it's just in my room, I think. The entire enter the machine section. What do I have to do before entering the machine? What is this transition? Oh, this transition's great. This would be really funny if I do this in like 2 days. Like I keep saying about how this is gonna be like so long and grueling, and then I do it by like Tuesday. Playing this part again. I'm really bad at it. Dipshit. That was a decent run. What are we talking about? Oh, yeah, space. Just lying about Slaughterhouse's difficulty. Oh yeah, Silent Club stuff was placed way lower than it should have been. It literally would have been top 1 if it was placed where it is now. I'd like to enter the machine, please, from here. Space UK being a dipshit, as all discussions about Space UK should be. us back to the drop. One good thing I will say about Space UK is that guy saved Slaughterhouse, because Doggy's version of Slaughterhouse was fucking ass by comparison. We made it to the drop, guys. Also, is this just the sound effect of a dog barking? What is that? What is this noise? This wave sucks ass, by the way. I fucking hate it. Why? What the hell? That is a death you can get. I forgot you gotta go in there. Okay, I did the whole first drop part. Yes, it was. Because if it was placed relative to where it is now, it would have been top one. It's been above Zodiac for like months now, Eli. What? Dude, why? Oh, these two things are real. Also, why do I keep getting killed here? Dude, okay, does anyone know why the fuck this is happening? What am I doing wrong that's causing these to be here half the attempts? What the fuck? Like, dude, why? I'm doing it exactly the same! Okay, I'm gonna play with this entire transition, because I don't know if it's something with a transition or what. Yes, I don't remember where, but I have gotten it. I got it for 11. I didn't even bother opening the wheel or my notepad. It was 41. Maybe it was something with the transition, because now it's not happening. Well, that's just not right. Maybe it got an update. No, Kinos was verified before Tartarus, and it was placed at number 2, only behind Zodiac. Yeah, all 3 of those are on this list, actually. I don't think I've gotten any of them, actually. No, I haven't. I don't know how hot this take is, but I actually love the Titan Complex song. Yeah, I've beaten, I believe, 27 of the levels that are on this version of the list. Least wanted to be 100? Probably this, so glad that's out of the way. I want 100 to be the golden, but again, it's a very low chance it is. Hardest and easiest? Hardest was Tartarus, easiest was fucking down bass. Neither of which I've gotten, but I've beaten Tartarus. I've not beaten down bass. Lucid Nightmares, don't even joke. Oh my god. I forgot that was on the list until you said that. Anyway, I want to get to 27 from here. And then I'm going to go back to 27 and try to do it to 42, because I almost did. And I'll try to do the whole pre-drop, so I'm going to try to get it in at least 3 runs today. Is level bad? I don't know, I just don't want to beat it. It's hard. Yeah, it is. Tartarus will be off main within a month, I think. Actually, no. All 3 of my low main lists will be off main in a month. Tartarus will be faster than that. Fucking Arcturus, Swy, and Tartarus will be gone in a month, I think. I'm gonna go from 4 main lists to 1. And my 1 is still top 50. Stop! Minus try. Jeez, okay, I did it wrong. Wait, what do you mean? can't do this ship well, dude. When I hear Surja, I think of Surja Madness, and that's it. Oh, combustion. Okay. Fuck! That is 27, but I wanted to get to here. That's not the click pattern. God, come on. God, I'd love to get Bloodlust. I love Bloodlust. Ragnarok, not so much. 2020 top 10 for, yeah, Tartarus, Crimson Planet, Cold Sweat, Renovant. I'm gonna beat the top 5 at some point, which would just be finishing the Golden Tartarus, the Golden Kinos and Zodiac. Not Tartarus, I did that one already. The top 10, I don't think I'm gonna be the top 10, because that would mean I'd have to beat this, and I'm not doing that. The top 10 would mean beating this, Thinking Space, and Cognition, and out of those 3, the only one I'd even want to beat would be Thinking Space. The Golden I'm going to beat at some point, because if I beat the Golden, then I'll finish the new RGB, and I want to do that. Which is why I really want the Golden for 100 on this. That's one of the reasons, because it gives me an excuse to beat the Golden, and it's an awesome finale. But like I've said, at this point in the roulette, if I get the Golden at all, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the percent I need on the Golden, and then I'm just gonna beat the Golden. I'm just gonna pause the roulette and beat the Golden. Because at this point I gotta get, like, nearly past the entire first wave. Oh god, Deimos, no. God, no. Getting whatever I would need to get on Deimos would be worse than this. Oh, I am? I thought it was at like 50. Or it ended at like... Oh, this, I forgot it's 2 waves. I meant the entire, like, wave section. I forgot it's 2. I got Yada for 32, and it sucks. Yada sucks. That's the only reason I haven't finished the original RGBs, because Yada sucks. Oh, yeah. This wave is not. I don't like it. This wave is cool, though. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Dark Flare. I don't know how Dark Flare is. No, come on! The only thing I remember about Dark Flare is that the creator's name starts with a K, ends with an S, and then I believe the middle 3 letters are 3 vowels, but I can't remember the order of the vowels. Is it K-E-A-I-S or something? Awesome. God, this ship is ass. This ship and the wave after fucking suck. God, I fucking hate this ship. Finally, there we go. And my dumbass didn't place a checkpoint. I'm so smart. Watch me do it again. Okay. I did it literally first try that I wasn't even from 27. I was from 25. Okay, well, bonus 2%, I guess. No, respawn. I literally was. I hadn't even gotten there yet. Okay. Now we learn the pre-drop. I've done drop to 42 in 2 runs. And now we learn the pre-drop. Bro, really? Okay. What the fuck? Okay. Hello, Jay, and Goober Dice. That was a random-ass run, alright. Is this level secretly, like, not that bad to get 42 on? Have I been gaslighting myself? I do have to learn this duel, that's right. Shock therapy, yes, I'm aware. I don't know how that level plays. I will say, let me open the old roulette. What percent did I need for it? Yeah. By far, the most excruciating and annoying run I had to do in last year's roulette was 35 on Spatial Rend. I don't even remember what it was about it, but it was fucking agonizing. So I am scared if I get Spatial Rend, because I'm already well past 35. And Spatial Rend? Yeah, no. I remember that ship vaguely. That ship was fucking terrible. Okay, how do I do this duel? I have to click there. I click later. Okay. The Cloud Cry I already got for 20. That wasn't actually that bad. The ball just sucks. This robot's not hard, right? Furious Flames? Oh god, no, I haven't. This robot seems like it'd just be really annoying, but not like hard. Do this at first. Like that fucking jump seems like actually difficult. It won't. I know how Furious Flames is. Or I've heard horror stories anyway. Why was that spike a block? Why? I did the whole part. Oh my god. And now I get to the duel, right? No way. Now I passed the duel, right? No, now I just get to the drop, right? Damn it. How does this wave work? I think this is the wave in which I just do a different flick pattern every time I get here. Guys, I think I've learned it. Now I'm gonna play from 1%. Why would I? It's been 1 hour. Oh, you mean you don't mean done with it? You mean just like switch to something else for the rest of the stream? Okay, this wave I gotta relearn. Hold on, because the click pattern I'm doing is not a good one. Do an extra click there, I think. Or that. That's probably better. The deco isn't bad, yeah. Alright, let's get to the drop. I know how to play this cube. Fuck. 8. Yeah, you don't need to play a level to like its deco. That doesn't. You need to play a level to like its gameplay, but you don't need to play a level to like its deco. You just need to watch it. Bruh. For example, I fucking love the aesthetic of nullscapes. Would I play it? No. Never. Help. God. I did it. Cool. Okay, I did 42 in 3 runs. I want to try to do drop to 42. Because that is the next logical step, I would say. And I almost did it. It dropped to 35. Don't jump there, bro. Stop doing for fun clicks. You're not allowed to do for fun clicks in calculator core. This is a known law. No for fun clicks allowed in calc core. Isn't it crazy to think about that beating Erebus is equivalent to, like... Where is it? I think it's like 27 on this level. They're back. Why were they back? Okay, hold on. Piss ass. Yeah, beating Erebus is 27% on this level. That's how fucking long this level is. Because Erebus ends... Okay, I died, but it's right after this ship. Based on the song. Like, the drop on Erebus is at like 60. The drop on this level is at fucking 16. It's so long. I'll be honest, I don't actually hate this. Now that I've learned it all, I don't actually hate it. Stop! Don't fucking die there. We can't see, dude. If there's one thing I don't like about this level, it's how low visibility some of the shit is. Like, all of the portals in this part are at like 20% opacity. Except the fucking teleportals right there. Please stop dying there. What did Warloose do again? I'm just going to assume it's diddying, because it's always diddying. I don't know what it was, Spaghetti. I'm just assuming it was diddying because that's like the default thing everyone fucking does in this community. Whenever there's something bad. It was diddying? Great, yep. Alright, knew it. Of course it was. Why else would, what else would it be? Tax fraud? I think diddying is objectively worse. Is that an actual thing that this motherfucker said? How old was he? And how old was she? To 17. And what's unfortunate, that's like nowhere close to like the worst age gap I've heard in this community, so... No, I don't have any examples, I just know I've heard worse. Like, bro was self-aware and still did that. Like, my god. Yeah, no, that's not an okay age gap. Like, if you... Okay. The oldest, in my opinion, and I hope you agree with me, otherwise this is stupid. If you're 17, the absolute oldest your partner should be is 19. 19 and 17 is fine. Anything wider than that is not. Depends. No, it doesn't. I was 17, and there were people in my same grade who were 19. Yeah, I guess that's fair. I'm just saying, you can look at it with a little bit of like, but that's not pedophilia. Like, objectively. It's just not. Again, I graduated at 17, and I had at least one friend who graduated at 19 the same year I did. And no, they weren't held back at all. They were just 19. I guess they started late. And I started early, technically, so... That's the by the way, that's the age gap that the fucking Call Me Carson situation was. If anyone remembers that. Which, at this point, it was 5 years ago, so I don't blame you if you don't. But, when that shit went down, he was 19, and then the girl was 17. But his situation wasn't really bad for that reason. It was bad for the fact that he was, like, using his, like, influence to, like... I don't remember what it was, but it was something like abusing his, like, YouTuber power, or whatever the fuck. But everyone focused on the age gap when it was 19 and 17. Like, guy, that's not that big a deal. Yeah, no, yeah, it did. I'm just saying, like, most people focused on the age gap, which it shouldn't have been. And I'm not saying it wasn't a bad situation. What he did was very not okay. Don't get me wrong. But it wasn't, like, pedophilia. It just wasn't. Month before 19? Yeah, exactly. One of my friends was the same. One of my other friends was the same, but I did have a friend who was actually 19. Once you get to shit like 20 and 17, nah, that's not okay. "17 about to turn 18 when the other person's 20?" So that would be 19 and 17, and then it's like very briefly 20 and 17, and then it's 20. Now we're getting into gray areas. Now we're getting into gray areas. I'm not really sure. Ran it 79 to 100, nice. Yeah, we're talking about problematic age gaps and like what the limit is. Because we started talking about how fucking everyone in this community ditties somebody at some point in their life. Specifically Warloose, the person who hosted this, that's how it came up. He was 20 and she was 17. And now we're talking about, yeah. I mean, that's technically true for me, but I've also only ever had one partner. But she's 20. That is true. This level emanates pedophilia. I mean, just look at it. Don't you agree? I don't know if it's that there were, at least in terms of the Warloose situation, I don't think it was specifically that he was into 17-year-olds. It's just that he was into this girl who was 17. Which is still not good. Don't say that. Oh my god. What, is that just like when you're sexually attracted to calcor? Or calculators in general? A fucking hitbox at the top of the L in Hell Pegasus. Why? Why is that there? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Hell Pegasus, you a bitch. You an actual bitch. You an actual bitch. The other, oh, there is one, there is more. There is other ones there. Okay, I guess that makes a little more sense. You're still a bitch, though. Alright, whatever. So when a TI-84 is dragged to a TI-16, okay, cranium, bro. I didn't even know a TI-16 was a calculator that existed. I knew about the 84, because everyone knows about the 84. Yeah, dude, I know. Cranium, about the DM you sent me. I don't remember, but that is funny. Oh, no, that's true. Yes. No, I agree with that. That is odd. That is odd as fuck. "16 as a freshman is kind of nuts. Is that a normal thing? What year is freshman year? 9th grade. How old was I in 9th grade? I was 13, 14 in 9th grade. There are 16-year-olds in 9th grade? I know that typically they're 14, 15. I was 13 and then turned 14 in 9th grade. I'm not getting that wrong. That's just true. I was 16 at the start of my senior year. I was 17 when I started college. You're not my birth year, though, Cranium. You're younger than me, aren't you? Senior is typically like 17, 18. I think. Well, yeah, but you weren't 13, 14... I mean, unless you were also 13, 14 in senior year. I mean, not senior year, Jesus, freshman year. Oh my god. If you were 13, 14 in senior year, we'd have a lot more questions. Okay. Oh, you mean you're 13, 14 now? Anyway, what is Genesis' story? Kid in your class who's dating a freshman. Freshman got held back a year. She was 15, he was 17. I think she's still 15. Can't remember if he's 18 now. What? No, you can't do that. You can't do that. That's just, you can't do that. That's not a thing you can do. No. You can't do that. You can't do that. Is that actually his real name? I doubt it. There's actually 2 people I know through GD that have my birthday. You're one of them, Cranium, and the other one is Lucky 3 Jumps, who's a year older than me. Jesus Christ. I was 15. I was older than you now when I beat Aku. "16 and 18 is questionable?" Yes, I agree. "17 and 18 is completely fine. 16 and 18 is questionable. And then 15 and below or 18 is just not okay." 19 and 21 is obviously, they're both adults! $17, $19, that was one we were discussing earlier. That one is fine in most situations, I would say. Okay, that's not the same thing, Genesis. Obviously that, like, you'd raise an eyebrow. Leonardo DiCaprio's relationship. No, it's true. Play from here for a while because I need to practice this part more because I'm really bad at it. 25 to 73 age gap. Is that just a run you just did or something? Like, that sounds like a run. I mean, it's not illegal, but it's definitely weird. I might just do here to 42 and then just get here from 0. Because I wanted to get here from 0 anyway today. Because I'm pretty decent at the first drop part, but this part I suck ass at for some reason. Probably because it's slow. 79 to 100 age gap, that's fine, I would say. They're both on their way out. Let them do what they want. What is that, a 25-year-old dating 4 100-year-olds? That's a bit weird. Why? Come on! Fuck off, dude. No, I know now. I know you're just listing runs now, obviously. I'm just, like, talking about them as if it's an actual age gap. Learning Renovant took a while for me, I remember that. It's a very learning level, especially the drop onwards. Which, you know, is like 80% of the level. The pre-drop's not that bad to learn or do, honestly. And, not or. Stop, fucker! God, this ship is so bad! Oh my god, I can't see where to go because the shit's moving all over the damn screen! God, there are some sections of this run that are fucking terrible, and that ship is one of them. I don't know why I put one there. I don't even hate this song, honestly. I think it's fine. I don't think it's good. I think it's fine. Now watch me do it backwards. Motherfucker. I did it backwards. Fuck this ball, dude. Hi, Josh. I like a grilled cheese. I'm a simple guy. Jesus. That entire section is so bad. Not even just the ship. That whole fucking section sucks. Hi, Krisk. Treasure Gauntlet? I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm assuming that's one of the 1,000 2.2 gauntlets that I'll never play. Oh. Not a very good example. This level's not great. But the game is good. There's a lot more levels than this, so don't worry, you don't have to play this. Genesis, oh my god. You're not making a good first impression to Krisk over here. Yeah, for $5, you'll get a lot out of the game. I'm actually gonna screenshot that entire interaction, or not the interaction, but those 4 messages. I'm gonna save those. There. I have saved those. Awesome. You know what a demon is, and you know what a stereo madness is. Alright, that's a good start, I'd say. Oh my god, this fuck-ass ship, dude! Stop! That ball is not supposed to be difficult. Dumbass fucker, piece of shit. I hate that duel. Or at least that first release. The other 2 aren't that bad. They are not timed the same, if you think they are. You have to hold for different lengths of time for all 3 of them. Yes. Nah, yesterday, when I, like, from the moment I rolled CalcCore to the moment that my building's emergency alarm went off, I don't remember how long it was, but I did not say a single word. It was at least, like, 15 minutes, I think. Maybe not quite, but it was a while. Actually, I think it was more than 15 minutes. I survived? Yeah, I don't even know what happened. That's happened like 4 times this semester. Where that alarm will just go off, we'll all go outside, and then we'll just go back inside when it stops. Not a single time it's happened, I know why. While I was outside for like 6 minutes, I came to the conclusion, I do not want to play CalcCore today. So when I came back in, I ended the stream. After I do this run, which I really don't know why it's taking me this long, I'm going to try to get to 22 from 0. Finally, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna play parts back here for 2 seconds so I can, like, remember how to do them. Fuck off, antivirus. Now's not the time. Get out of here. Yes, I know. Calculator Core is a Trojan. But I don't care. I have to play it. Great. Now get better. Get better than that. Just get better than that. You can. I wouldn't. Stop, you bastard! Oh yeah, definitely don't fucking jump to this. No, it's, well, that, yes, that has helped, but it's also because I've learned it all now, and it's not actually that bad. It's just long. I'm still not gonna get 42 today, that's not happening. I'm gonna get to at least 22, because I'll have it in 2 runs. I'll have 42 in 2 runs. I do not like everything before the robot in this pre-drop. It's so fucking annoying just to play. Because nothing feels like your fault. Fuck off. Why? Oh my god. Please just end your life. That or stop dying in the fucking robot! How long is this level? I don't actually know. I think it's like 4 minutes. I'm gonna do another click there. Okay, that was awkward as fuck, but I think that works. I'm gonna keep doing it until it doesn't, and then we're gonna figure out another solution. Dude, this pre-drop before the build-up part fucking blows so bad. It's so boring. Oh my fucking god. It's so boring and it just fucking sucks to play. I fucking hate this pre-drop, dude. Nice, that was quick. Oh, it gets harder. Back on Track is easier than Stereo Madness, so no. None of the main levels are very hard. The game gets hard when you go to the online stuff. True. Yeah, go to this. Go to the search. Go to the main menu. Click the button on the right. Go to the search and look up defeated circles, and then play that. Dude, fuck getting to 22. I'm getting to the drop one more time. I don't care where I die, and then I'm fucking done. Right. Why did I click? What the fuck is wrong with you? Alright, I'm going. See you tomorrow for Calculator Core Stream 2. Well, 3 actually, technically.